There cannot be freedom of expression without the right to offend, because otherwise you will not be able to write two sentences for a movie script or a documentary film or an article in the newspaper. You're bound to offend people.
It's a destruction of a dream which India had of a democratic society. Democracy doesn't come in platter. People have to work for it. When the last man on the street is given his space, economical or political or social, that creates a society. If you cheat him of that or deny him that, you are not creating a democratic state. It becomes Raja and Praja.
Mumbai is no stranger to this, because right from the 70s, when Shiv Sena started ascending, they used to use these strong arm tactics and things, and so Mumbai got sort of used to that. But even at that time, the outrage against the terror tactics of the Shiv Sena were criticized, and criticized loudly. Now what is happening is that that criticism is also getting lower and lower in decibels. People hesitate. The change that has happened is that liberal voices are now pushed to the fringes, and the gundas have become mainstream.
Free speech is under tremendous threat in India. Kunal Kamra is only the latest manifestation. So Kunal has broken that silence in the kind of atmosphere. Ghutan ho rahi thi. Because now when you say something, you can get taken in as an urban Naxal, you can have your house bulldozed, you can be called an anti-national, anything these people can do.
Kunal Kamra cannot have a free speech. Parody is no longer allowed, satire is no longer allowed. So what is allowed in the name of free speech is actually hate speech. It's a shocking state of affairs that the Supreme Court has repeatedly talked about combating hate speech, given directions as to what the police across India must do, must not do, but that is also being flouted without qualm. And that is why, in the name of the Constitution, in the name of free speech, we do and must defend Kunal Kamra.
Now Maharashtra is being converted into the next laboratory. They did it at Gujarat. They've destroyed that state. There's barely any political opposition or social movements, and that is the strength of Maharashtra. The political parties have become weak, but the social movements are still strong. It's dangerous, but we are there. So they can say, Muslimanon ko desh se nikalo and go to Pakistan and boycott them. Even a call to boycott in Maharashtra is actually illegal. You can't call for a social boycott.
The pattern is not in punishing people who raise their voice. The action against those people is an example for others not to toe that line. You know how far we have drifted from the ideology of our founders to the ideology of murder, intimidation and terrorism is a very worrying fact. So just because you are going to lose some part of your body, you can't allow that to kill you eventually and not do anything. And BJP, RSS and all these fanatics are a terminal cancer that will prove fatal to our democracy. Post what they have done to the Koregaon issue and Umar Khalid and all that, now we need to stand up and say, do whatever you like. We will not be subjugated.
We have seen up to 2011-12 what all was said about Manmohan Singh, what all horrible statement was against Rahul Gandhi. Nobody said, no, why are you calling Manmohan Singh puppet Prime Minister? We said, okay, you think it's okay, you express your opinion.
See, now we have to understand Godi media is not news. Godi media is propaganda. Taking a stand is important, and then not bothering about being called partial is also important, because finally journalism is a crusade. It cannot be allowed to become a profession. Today it's become a profession completely.
Kanchiram did not depend on the media to create a movement. Kanchiram said, don't bother with the media. You create your movements, go to the people, okay, and when you are strong enough, they will come to you. So that was a big lesson from Kanchiram that we as social and political activists need to learn. Farmers did it, we did it as a CNRC movement. So as a small group also, we made tremendous impact on the national level. So I think that's the way ahead.
So in the name of press freedom, they are also kind of contributing towards, on a virtually daily basis, spreading hate against minorities, not kind of paying any attention whatsoever to real issues of people. Very upright police officer sometime back described censorship as anticipatory chamchagiri. You don't even have to wait for orders. I mean, as Advani said during the emergency when asked to bend, the media crawled. Now the media is kind of all out sprawled on the ground and kind of doing the bidding of the powers be, even without having to wait for directions from anywhere.
I got off very lightly in Kerala when I called the BJP a poisonous ideology and an organization of murderers. RSS BJP people who were in the audience took objection to it. They protested against me. They tried to block my vehicle and things. They did not graduate to violence. But even that is a trend that shows that intellectually they are incapable of defending their positions. And that's why they will take to audio power or muscle power to stifle opinion. And that must not be allowed to go scot-free. These people who claim to be patriots are actually doing anti-national activity. This has to be told to them on their face and to the society in general.